I keep trying to say this, man.
I want some rest.
Are we having fun yet?
I swear sometimes people make me believe I should be in an insane asylum because I keep saying this, but no one wants to listen. Joshua Primo is going to be absolutely special. I truly do believe in that. And I understand that it's really early, okay? I understand that he's still a teenager, but at the same time, I think all of the signs are blatantly there if you're just paying attention. And I'm not the only one that believes this. Apparently, the San Antonio Spurs believe this. So we're going to look at a couple articles here about Joshua Primo and how the San Antonio Spurs feel about him. And all the way through, I'm going to go ahead and give my takes on these as well. So let's go ahead and start off here. And big shout out to LJ Ellis. I want to make sure I say it right because I keep saying EJ sometimes. I don't know what's going on. LJ Ellis for this wonderful article, or these couple wonderful articles. He's really, really good. All right, so furthermore, I can't emphasize enough how the Spurs believe in Josh Primo's potential. Multiple individuals employed by the Spurs say the franchise views Primo's ultimate position to be point guard and that he's exhibiting extreme work ethic and has made notable strides already this offseason. If the Spurs have a franchise player already on the roster, these Spurs insiders believe it'll end up being Primo. I keep on saying this. I don't understand where people are coming from with this whole notion that Joshua Primo can't be a star, or he won't be a star, or at the very least, you don't see it. You don't see some of the scoring abilities that he already possessed. It's some natural abilities, 3-level scoring. If you look around the league, he's in the ballpark as far as just what you see. Okay, I'm not saying right now as it stands, obviously he's not on this level, but if you watch guys, go watch Josh Primo's highlights and then go watch SGA. It's very similar. At the very least, Josh Primo is showing what he's capable of, and he doesn't necessarily need a screen as a crutch. He can just utilize it to put the cherry on top of his game overall. And them saying that he can run point guard, people saying that's crazy, he can't run point. He's a very good passer, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and move on. All right, so this is another article, and this is just kind of emphasizing how the Spurs organization feel about him. Individuals within the Spurs organization were very impressed by how Primo carried himself during his rookie campaign. All accounts are that Primo played with an extreme amount of confidence since day one. Funny thing about this, I love me some Derek White, but one thing I always say is Derek White lacked confidence. He lacked a lot of confidence. And that was the one thing that kind of held him back, and it still kind of holds him back. And I think that's sometimes why he can be a little, up and down offensively. But that's another thing for another day. He drew rave reviews for maturity on and off the court and for his advanced feel for the game. Now, I will say this: a lot of people that compare him to Kobe, which I do see the comparisons in a way, not so much on the court. Only with some of the Mamba mentality that I've seen from him. Just he hit some really big shots, made some really big plays, intangible plays, I will say, throughout the season, which I was shocked by because I was not expecting him to even do any of that. But I think most of the time when people compare him to Kobe, it's more so like his demeanor. It is his demeanor on the court, off the court, post-game interviews. Oh my goodness. I hate when this happens. But yeah, post-game interviews, stuff like that. That's really where it comes from. Strangely enough, it also kind of comes from, if you really think about it, his face. he kind of looks like Kobe in a way. If you really pay attention, if you look from an angle, he kind of looks like Kobe Bryant, just a tad bit, just a tad bit. Hopefully we can get this to play. Oh my God. I hope everybody's having a good day, because apparently I'm not. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. God, I hate that. I hate Spurs talk. I hate it so much. All right, let's dive into it. If you're still there, let's dive into it. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. So his maturity on the court. A Spurs staffer had an interesting way of describing the rookie's confidence. Primo acts like he has seen this movie before and he knows how it ends. He knows he will be great and that he just needs to take the steps one at a time on his way to becoming a star. On the court, Primo's confidence was most apparent by the unusual amount of poise he played with as a teenager. Even when he made mistakes and the missed shots mounted, he rarely shows signs of being flustered. That is so true. Shifting from intangibles to his tangible skills, Primo's most obvious strength is his three-point shooting. He gets very good elevation on his jumper, and we actually had a video talking about his jump shot and why it goes in all the time. I'll put the link up here or whatever. Furthermore, he's capable of shooting 3-pointers on the move and off the dribble. Primo has all the markings as a modern day 3-point sniper who can shoot threes accurately and at a high volume. And they just talk about how at Alabama, he wasn't necessarily a assist guy necessarily. Like he was just kind of like facilitate a little bit, but mostly just a catch and shooter. And the Spurs really believed in his passing ability, and they were absolutely correct because he averaged 5.5 assists in the G League. But yeah, moving on. This is one part that I think is very important. Defensively, it wasn't a surprise that the youngest player in the league struggled coming out of the gates, but Primo improved rapidly at the end of the court as the season went along, which I kept saying when the season went along, if you paid attention, especially near the end of the season, he hit some big shots. He played very, very good. And yeah, he just looked like a star in the making. Just going to take time, but that's what he looked like. From the beginning, his rotations were crisp and he could reliably be found in the right spot a majority of the time. As his rookie season progressed, it looked like he got stronger, and that allowed him to better hold his ground. As long as he keeps getting stronger, I think Primo, hey, thanks for subscribing. This happens every time I record. It's so strange. Every time. As long as he keeps getting stronger, I think Primo is going to be a plus defender. He has reasonably quick feet. His advanced feel should allow him to be an excellent team defender, and he's already sturdy for a player who's officially listed at 6'4" and 189 pounds. Now, 6'4", this must have been a while, but I don't remember him ever being a 6'4". But as it stands right now, he's 6'6", possibly 6'7", but it looks like he's 6'6". Statistically, there's evidence of Primo's defensive chops. He averaged 0.9 blocks per 36 minutes, the best mark of any perimeter player in San Antonio this side of Derek White. In the G League, he blocked shots even more frequently. Primo's stocks, steal plus blocks, rate of 2.84 per 36 minutes in Austin would have ranked second in San Antonio behind Jakob Poeltl. And I remember it was one game in which, and I won't rave on this, but there was one game in which he had like 5 blocks or something. It was very strange. I was like, where the heck did that come from? But he can affect the game in so many different ways. All I'm trying to get across is the San Antonio Spurs really do believe in Josh Primo. And I think that a lot of fans, I mean, they are just so here and now, till I think that you need to have a little bit of foresight, man. Like, just pay attention or go back and watch the highlights. Just watch what he's capable of. And as it stands right now, no one on the team is capable of doing what Joshua Primo can do. Nobody. If you just go and pay attention, no one can do that. He is the definition of a 3-level scorer right now. And not only that, he is in the ballpark of modern day guards. You should get excited about that. But hey, nobody wants to pay attention. Everybody just wants to say, hey, whatever, he's not going to be anything, and everyone that thinks he is just hyperbolic and crazy. And no, we're not. Josh Primo seems special. And the more and more I look into it as far as this offseason and the more hints that we see, it looks as if Josh Primo is making strides, and he's going to be something serious this upcoming season, or at the very least make a big jump from what we've seen before. So anyways, just wanted to relay this information to you guys. Let me know how you feel about it. If you want to support the channel, only $2 per month, Patreon and YouTube links below. Until next time, man, deuces.